Game 2 is underway here from Gill Stadium. Hello again, everybody. I'm Zach Johnston here on Channel 16, giving you coverage of Sweeney baseball here on Manchester Public Television. Bedford versus Sweeney, Game 2 coming at you live. Game 1 was a 10-0 mercy in 6 innings. Bedford got the better of Sweeney on every aspect of the game, and a dominant pitching performance Bedford had. Joe Allard on the mound here for Sweeney today. He throws 1-1 here to Carter Crowley, the shortstop for Bedford. 1-1 from Allard. Will miss, and it'll be ball 2. Sweeney putting out some new players. In the infield, third to first, Isaac Vachon, Isaiah Solis, Alex Rodriguez, and Chris Elkins. We'll give you the outfield momentarily. Here's the 2-1 from Allard. Called strike. Characterized by teammate Ryan Boylan in between games as someone who gets a lot of strikeouts. 2-2. Skips away from catcher Lennox Labiosa. The outfield left to right is Tim Evans, Will Sloper, and Pierre Mendez. We saw Pierre Mendez got substituted out of Game 1 after having some mishandling of the ball, which resulted into some triples for Bedford. He was taken out for Brendan. He's back in the game today. Was taking some fly balls from manager Nick Corvos in between games. He gets the start at right field again. That is a walk for Crowley, and will now bring up Noah Durham, who plays right field here in Game 2. Popped up. Both Will and Pierre called it, but Pierre Mendez was able to glove it for out number 1, and that's all Pierre needs, right? Is to run into Will and have the ball drop after having some tough plays in Game 1. I know how that feels. Here's Jack Hinton. He's up with 1 out. Crowley, the base runner, at first. Sweeney looking for a clean first inning here with Joe Allard on the mound. Getting some of the young guys in today. With Joe Allard on the mound. Chris Elkins at first. That one's going to miss. Joe Allard has not played an inning of varsity baseball yet. And same with Chris Elkins, who was the starting first baseman. I think that's really cool to see some of these young guys starting to step up on a Sweeney team that lacks some real senior depth. Runner goes. Pitch is high. Throw from Lennox is not good. Offline and late. And a stolen base for Crowley. That kid can move. Bedford didn't have one of their better players in the lineup for Game 1 and won 10-0. And that one of their better players is now on second base. That one popped up off the bat of Hinton. Long run, and it'll drop in front of Evans and bounce over him. Crowley waved around. He'll come around to score. That one bouncing over, and Bedford will start this game with a run. Jumping on Sweeney, similarly to Game 1. On Jack Hinton, barely flaring one into the outfield. And then it getting over Tim Evans, allowing the runner to score and him to advance to second. Here is Isaac Krivick. One and 0. That will miss. Delayed steal. Lennox didn't see the ball. And another runner moving closer to scoring. Not the start Sweeney wanted. Two balls, no strikes here from Joe Allard. Hinton on third. Here's the 2-1. Missed. Correction, that was a 2-0 pitch. Now it's 3-0. Allard has already given up 1 run. And is 90 feet away from giving up another one. On the ground. Isaac couldn't get it. Isaiah has it. Run will score. Throw! Oh, he overthrew Chris. It's a dead ball, and Chris Elkins could not make that catch. Isaiah overthrew him, but Chris Elkins is not the tallest kid on the field. That was not that bad of a throw. A dead ball will allow Krivik to get to second on a throwing error from Isaiah, which allowed Hinton to score. It's a 2-0 ball game and another runner in scoring position. Here's Oster with Turk on deck. First pitch will miss. And Allard is right around there, just barely missing the strike zone. That one gets the call, 1-1. One ball and one strike here. Joe Allard looking to get ahead. Grounded, back to him. He won't look him back. He'll just get the out at first. 2 away. Maddox Turk looking to extend the inning with 2 outs and a runner on third. First pitch will miss. It looked like a good start to the inning for Sweeney, but now this top of the first has extended all the way down to the 6-hitter. Turk with a fly ball to left field. Evans came in on it, now will run back into the gap and make the catch on the run for out number 3. So a long fly out from Maddox Turk. We'll wrap things up. Bedford gets 2 early runs here on Sweeney. It's 2-0. Bottom of the first, and Tim Evans will be the leadoff hitter here for Sweeney. Bedford's pitcher Ryan O'Connor, the southpaw, will take the mound for post 54 here in game 2 of this doubleheader. First pitch to Tim Evans is going to miss outside for ball 1. The coach is continuing to not coach the bases here for Sweeney. Jaden Rodriguez is coaching third. And I can't quite tell from here who's coaching first. But you're not allowed to have drinks just sitting on the field, but they're doing it anyway. 1-1 here to Tim Evans. It's a hot day, and I guess the coaches would prefer to stay in the dugout. Evans will fly that one back foul. And it is 1-2. Take a quick look at Bedford's defense after this pitch. It's 1-2 to Tim Evans. And O'Connor kicks and deals toward the catcher, Will Smith. Evans will fly this in the air right side. Maddox Turk wants it. Oh, and it pops out of his glove, foul. And it's 1-2. That was close. He almost held on to it. That's a tough play to make as a first baseman who has played a lot here at Gill. I can say that that is not an easy play to make, no matter what the coaches may say. 1-2. Evans looking to stay alive in this fight against the left-hander O'Connor. An absolute gem of a performance from Game 1 pitcher Carter Stewart, only giving up 1 hit, 1 walk in a 6-inning 10-0 mercy from Bedford. Evans takes ball 2. In the infield, third to first, they got Jack Hinton at third. Crowley plays short. Oster's at second base. And Maddox Turk is now at first. In the outfield, left to right, Isaac Krivik. In center field now is Alex St. Hilaire. And the right fielder is Noah Durham. And that's hit his way. Durham backing up, and he will grab it. Great catch by Noah Durham in right field. He took the whole regular season of high school off, primarily DH'd after rehabbing from arm surgery, elbow surgery. Played first base in Game 1 and makes a great running catch in right field to rob what would have been a leadoff extra base hit for Sweeney. Mendez back in the game. He will come up with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. O'Connor gave that pitch up, and he's lucky that Durham was able to track that down. Mendez with a big swing and a miss, pulling that front shoulder up for strike 1. As I understand more about the metrics and mechanics of hitting, I understand why now as a broadcaster that some of these people swing and miss a lot. That's breaking over the plate, but just off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ryan O'Connor looking to get Mendez out with 1 down. Hit well to left center. Backing up Krivik. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Another loud out for Sweeney. They hit one to right. Now they hit one to left. So Lees comes up and our scoreboard has malfunctioned. That's almost like a daily saying here at Gill Stadium. Hey, we're back on. 2 outs for Solis, the inning extender himself. He went around. He is even like, what am I doing? Way out in front of that. Solis now in an 0-1 count. We call him the inning extender in the 3 spot. Just continues to extend innings with 2 outs. And he did it by extending the game to end game 1 with 2 outs. He'll take ball 1. Isaiah walks as much as he gets big-time hits. And brings home runs. 1 ball, 1 strike. O'Connor's pitch. On the ground to shortstop. Crowley will backhand it. Good play by him. Thrown over to first in time for out number 3. And that is a quick first inning for Sweeney. They go down in order, 3 up, 3 down. We'll come back for the second inning. We'll have 2 special guests on the broadcast from the Sweeney Prep Program. Manager Nick Sullivan and assistant coach Connor Lyons. We'll be right back. Second inning begins with a check swing from Alex St. Hilaire, who will lead off the inning. He's the center fielder. I'm Zach Johnston here from Manchester Public Television, alongside 2 special guests, 2 members of the coaching staff of the 2025 Sweeney Prep team, manager Nick Sullivan and assistant coach Connor Lyons. I'll ask the first question here. We'll do sort of an in-game interview here to the manager Nick Sullivan. You essentially left your post at Manchester Little League where you were the president. That was a base hit there from Hilaire. He will lead off the inning. You essentially left Little League Baseball to help develop this prep team. Has this been a big step forward for you as you continue your journey?
I wouldn't necessarily say a big step forward. It's a great step forward, though. Being able to build up another program from basically the ground has been a lot of fun. Being able to make the state tournament last year in our inaugural season.
Runner takes off. Hilaire will take second base, throw late from Labiosa.
Back to fighting for another state playoff run here would be amazing.
Well, your record right now is right around 500.
Yeah, we're 5-7. We have a big doubleheader in Salem tomorrow. Could definitely win both of them, but we're hoping to at least take one and put us really in contention for maybe the 5 spot.
I think Kyle and I may be covering a doubleheader next week here. We're also alongside, both of you have experience coaching high school baseball. In the prep, I'll ask this to Connor. In the prep division, it's a step down from high school. Do you see these kids as more raw with potential? Do you see the difference between them and the high school kids?
I definitely see a lot of talent. With the kids being younger, it's easier to work with them because mechanically, like you have stuff to work with. There's a base there, and they seem to listen very, very well, and they want to learn, and like that's what makes it very good, like easy for us as coaches. Just want these kids wanting to learn, and growing up, just being a part of the Sweeney program. It's nice being able to come back and help these kids get better, prepare themselves for the high school year, and once again, it's a free program, and these kids are playing with all their friends.
Vashon will touch that foul. I will ask you both personally, what were your experiences playing for Sweeney? Both of you got to wear the 2 as a player. What was that like? We'll start with Coach Sully.
Sweeney has to be one of my greatest playing experiences. I was fortunate enough to play on the senior team for 3 years, and I still have friends that I made from that team that I'm still close with now.
Tipped into the mitt for strike 2, and Allard battling here. How did you feel playing for Sweeney?
Yeah, I had a blast. Honestly, it was the best baseball that I've played. Made many lifelong friends. Prepare me a lot for high school and college baseball.
That one really up high. Runner trying to take third. Lennox with a good throw, and Isaac couldn't make the play, and it hits off the umpire. Unfortunate event there. Bedford could have taken a run on that. Unable to make that play was Isaac. It was a good throw from Lennox. Were you two, you guys are right around the same age. Did you ever play on the same team for Sweeney?
Yes, for 2 years.
So 2 out of the 3 years
Yes,
you were playing with him. So that's awesome. Have you taken your relationship as teammates and blend that into being coaches? That one hit well left center, backing up. Evans, it'll get down. Here comes a run. St. Hilaire will score, and Evans will run all the way to the fence to get that ball. Chugging in for third. Bedford looking for another triple. They will get it. Allard there to back it up. Will Smith, the catcher, into deep left center field, and another triple for post 54. Both of you have had experiences and a lot of experience coaching at Gill Stadium. What's it like teaching kids how to play the field here?
Well, we definitely have to focus on backups because look at all the turf we have to work with. So that's one thing that we have to talk to our players about is backing up the bases. Everybody has to be involved in all the plays because if a ball gets passed, it's going to roll to the fence and get out of play. So being on top of that stuff and telling the kids about that, it's incredibly important. It saves a lot of runs for sure.
O'Connor grounds this up the middle. Nice play by Alex. Elkins able to hold on, and that'll be out number 1. The run will score. So O'Connor driving in a run for himself. It will be 1 out here in the top of the second. So we have a lot. I think, how many of these guys playing right now were on prep last year? I know the starting pitcher is one of them.
I'm looking around. Alex Rodriguez over at second
Scorched
base.
to Solis. He botched it. He couldn't bring it in. The throw will pull Elkins off the bag and roll into no man's land. Talk about making a mistake and then making the next one. Solis totally overthrew Chris after botching the initial play there. A big thing about developing kids, and as a coach myself, you teach them, you make one mistake, you don't make the next one. One out, and he'll take second. Allard in a tough spot. Just missed the corner. You would love to pitch Joe in this spot here, I think. Give him something to prove. Did he have that sort of ambition when he was playing on prep last year? Runner taken off for third. Lennox's throw, not in time. About Joe, though. Has he continued this ambition? Did this start back when he was on prep?
The one great thing about Joe is he's going to give it 110% no matter where he's playing. And he thrives on opportunities. So, like you said, this is a great opportunity for him.
On the ground to third. Isaac won't be able to make that one. It'll go foul.
But, yeah, I've coached him since he was playing Little League, and he always, every time he step on the mound, get behind the dish, he gave it 100%. So
Allard does thrive in the spot. He came through clutch, had a walk-off for my team in Colt a few years ago. That one hit well. Right field, backing up Pierre. He won't get there. That's a ground rule double. It bounced straight up into the seats that nobody sits in anymore. And Bedford is going to run away with this one here in the second inning. Top of the second inning. Bringing up Jack Hinton as Noah Durham hit one into the seats in right field. When these kids hit the prep team, they're coming fresh out of 12U. And the year before, they're playing on 200-foot Little League fields, playing for their town teams, and now they're coming up to the big field. Where do you think is the most important part of the development on getting onto the big field?
It's a very big adjustment. Especially like playing third base, being able to throw across the diamond, or catching, throwing down to second. And we definitely see that with the younger guys. It's an odd age group, 13 to 15. We have some kids that are still maturing into their bodies. And, it's exciting to work with because, being able to teach them and get them to where we want them to be good competitors.
That one getting away and rolling past Allard.
And then on the other hand, we have some 15-year-olds that were freshmen in high school. So they've played all their high school season on, some of them at Gill Stadium.
Yeah.
So you can definitely see the difference between the 13s and the 15s.
That will get away from Lennox off his glove, and that's ball 4. Durham takes third, Hinton takes first, still only 1 out here in this inning. Now he'll take second. They got lazy with it. That's a 2-base walk. This team has rotated some catchers this year, the senior team. Who have you had catching all year?
For the most part, we have TJ Carvallis. He played for us as a 13 last year. It was playing for us as a 14 again this year. And he's a solid player behind the dish.
That one will miss up high. 1 out. Joe Allard hitting some troubled waters here as Bedford has been able to extend their lead and continue to dominate here today against Sweeney. Sweeney has yet to hit the scoreboard today. It is a total of 15-0 this entire day. Bedford, post 54, has come out and put on a show. That one off the plate. This is almost a new era of Legion baseball here in Manchester with this young Sweeney team, because these guys are going to stay together for a while. You know, they came up through the system, but there's not a lot of guys who'll be graduating out of eligibility for Sweeney this year. That's a base hit off the bat of Krivik. That'll bring in 1. The second run will score, and it's 7-0. Can't quite tell from here who was warming up in the bullpen, but you got to think the manager, Nick Corvos, will be heading to the mound soon. Joe Allard has been hit well, to say the least, against a Bedford team with some bats. What's Bedford like in Sweeney? Are they similar to how they are here, you'd think?
Yeah, their prep team is strong. I think right now they're in the 2 spot for standings. They can hit the ball.
That has continued here. I mean, they have been hitting Joe quite well, and they hit Chris quite well in game 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Allard's pitch fouled right back behind us, or right in front of us, but behind the batter, behind him. Jake Oster is up with 1 out. Still only 1. 7-0 lead here for Bedford. Swing and a tip into the mitt. Has there been a season highlight so far that one of you can point out has been the turning point of the year?
So I will confess, before I came here, I watched another game on Manchester Public TV, our prep game against Merrimack, where it was back and forth all game. The highlight of that was we had our left fielder early in the game throw out a runner at home, and then in the last inning, we were up by 1, and our center fielder threw out a runner at home.
Runner went, oh, it hit the bag, and the inning will continue. It skips into left center field. Sloper will get there. A series of unfortunate events as another free base taken there by Oster. He gets to second. He hit that hard and right off the bag, and the runner was already going. This has been some great baseball from Bedford. This is Maddox Turk, the batter, with 1 out. But you said throwing that runner out, did that change the momentum going into the rest of the season?
It gave our outfielders confidence.
Lennox couldn't corral that one with 1 out and runners on second and third. Bedford is stronger offensively than they were even in game 1. Looking quite good. That's just off the plate. Well, I'll ask this to Connor, but I'll ask this playing-wise. What was your best moment playing for Sweeney? After this, Evans. That'll drop. He didn't go for it. 1 run will score. Play at the plate. Overthrown. 9-0 Bedford. They're running away with this one. Favorite memory playing for Sweeney?
Yeah, so when I played Sweeney, I was primarily used as a pitcher and a starting pitcher. And like I said, that was like the most fun I've had, like playing on the field, like playing with all my friends in summer. I definitely felt that's when I performed the best too. And I don't know, like I just played very, very loose. But yeah, I had a great time when I played. And in my opinion, like, during summer ball, that's when I played the best as well.
Mound visit here. Not sure if this is a pitching change, as manager Corvos does not have the ball in his hands and is still talking with Lennox and Joe in front of the mound. He will walk away without the ball, and Joe Allard will stay on the mound. Sweeney now trails 9-0 here in the top of the second, and this has been a long inning in which Sweeney just has not been able to get outs. They had a ball hit up the middle that would have been played by Alex, and it skipped off the bag and shot into left center field. And then they just had that one drop in left field. Evans played pretty much behind the ball and let it drop. 1 out, 9-0 is the score. First pitch will miss. Alex St. Hilaire, I think he led off the inning, or I'm pretty sure they hit around. In the air. Elkins can't get there, and it'll drop into right field. His throw home will advance the runner to second. Two runners in scoring position and 1 out, and we've come back to Will Smith, who hit the triple all the way to the fence earlier in the inning. Well, these in-inning interviews, normally the inning doesn't go all the way around the batting order. So that's popped up. They're going to need this one. Isaiah will make the catch, 2 outs. Big catch from Isaiah. Well, this Sweeney program is in really good hands. I will say, with how well the prep team has done, not just success on the field-wise, but off the field, getting these kids a part of the program and introducing them to Legion baseball. I didn't have this growing up. I did not know, about these opportunities like these kids are getting. And it's, mainly you two right here getting it done, helping bring the program up last year. Sweeney thanks you now, and Sweeney will thank you in 10 years. That one will skip, get away from Lennox. Here comes run number 10. Maddox will touch home, and it's 10-0. But you can look at the score and say that this team does not have a bright future, but you can also look at the future and say that this is in good hands because of the young guys that are out on this field. Hard to come out on a senior team with no varsity experience, like the first baseman and the pitcher today. That one popped up left side. Isaac wants it. He's got it. That's out number 3. Well, thank you for coming in. We'll have another chat with another coach in the bottom of the second. Travel baseball and high school baseball coach and other Sweeney Prep assistant coach Nick Preventure will be joining me for the bottom of the second when Sweeney will come up to bat. Stick around. Bottom of the second, Sweeney comes up to bat, down 10-0. First pitch from O'Connor will miss to Alex Rodriguez, and we have one of his coaches here, Nick Preventure. Works for the city of Manchester and has also worked for the city of Manchester's baseball program for a long time. Coming from Manchester Little League, coaches for Tier 1 baseball and the Manchester Memorial Crusaders program. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks for having me, Zach. I appreciate it. Glad to be joining you.
Well, we had your two colleagues here before talking with us in Nick Sullivan and Connor Lyons. That one on the ground, right side. Oh, what a play by Maddox. Can he flip it in time? Yes, he can.
Fantastic play there by Maddox Turk.
Turk's going out, stopping it, and a great cover by O'Connor. And that'll be out number 1. Sweeney just can't buy anything today. Well, you have a lot of experience here at this field at Gill Stadium. You work for the city, you coach for Sweeney, and you coach for Memorial. What does Gill Stadium mean to you?
It's one of the crown jewels in the city, to be honest with you. I handle the scheduling of the facility, so I'm aware of and privy to all the different types of events we have here at the stadium. Obviously has a bunch of history wrapped up inside of it. And even present day, we have a lot of special events. I mean, we have Foot Race for the Fallen that the Manchester Police put on every year. That's a key event for them in September, and as well as all different sporting events we have here. Baseball, football, soccer, all that. So it's one of the crown jewels in the city.
I've spent a lot of time in this exact position right here, facing the field, operating this camera. So this booth means a lot to me, and the field, playing baseball all these years. Sloper's going to pop this up, and this is going to be a quick inning. Oh, a sliding catch by Isaac Krivik. A defensive clinic Bedford puts on in this inning. Kind of punching Sweeney in the face after they got some good contact. Still a 10-0 lead when we come back for the third. Thank you, all three coaches, for tuning in to start this game off. Not some great luck. It's 10-0, but we thank you for coming in, and we hope you stick around for the third inning. Top of the third, Bedford up 10-0. Brendan Shipe will take the mound for Sweeney as they look to not give up double digits, or more than double digits. Now they're at 10. Extend to double digits. This has been a tough go of it. They are now 20-0 with only one hit on the day. And Shipe will miss for ball one to Carter Crowley. They're back to the top of the order. Sweeney has been unable to do anything today except give up runs. That's ball two. Joe Allard gave up in 2 innings pitched, 9 hits, 10 runs, 8 earned runs, and 2 walks, no strikeouts. So there's that. Right over the corner, 4-strike 1 to Crowley. Sweeney has just 1 hit on the day, and it was Chris Rodriguez blooping one into left center field. They got some fighters on their offense, but they haven't been able to get anything through. And then, you know, Bedford's defense being spectacular last inning with Maddox Turk making the play at first and Isaac Krivik making the play in left. On the ground, chop foul there by Crowley. Still a 2-2 count. Nice play there by the on-deck batter. Noah Durham's coming out of the game, and there will be a substitute for him. We will get who that is shortly. It is number 32, Zach Papik. Popped up. This is playable. This may land fair. Oh, Isaiah runs it down for out number 1. A great catch by Solis. That's what he does. He'll hustle for foul balls and go get them. And I don't know how, but the ball has now ended up at first base, so that's just the way the day's gone here for Sweeney. 10-0. Here is Papik. Pitched in the first game of the season for Bedford against the Memorial Crusaders, where I got my first ever varsity hit. Got it off of Papik right here. It's a shortstop. Carter Crowley was the shortstop, actually, and he was unable to come up with it, and it was ruled a hit, and I later got my first, clean hit into the outfield in that game. After a hitless junior year, so this is someone I have a connection to in my baseball career. That's a ball, first pitch from Shipe. It's cool seeing players I have connections with on other teams. And not knowing Goffstown kids played on Bedford, I was surprised to see guys like Noah Durham and Maddox Turk, who I played against when I was 12 and in high school. So I've been around a lot of these kids for a long time. Here's the pitch to Papik. Off the plate. Papik against Shipe. Here's the pitch. Up in the air, playable. Long run for Elkins. Oh, he overran it. Now it's going to drop. That was a very playable ball, and Chris Elkins ran way too in on it. And a freebie keeping Zach Papik's at-bat alive. That's a tough one. Sweeney trying to get outs as much as possible. They've given up 10 runs. And they're letting one drop right there. Papik takes one off the corner. And the count will run full, 3-2. Shipe in a battle here against Zach Papik. Ball 4, he threw it in the other box. And the misplayed foul ball leads into a walk. Here is Jack Hinton. One out here in the top of the third. Jack Hinton, the batter, with Papik on first. That one flared into the air. In center, easy play there for Will for out number 2. We watched Will get moved from center field at Memorial to right field. But he has played a very good center field here for Sweeney. Made a very nice catch in game 1, tracking it down into the gap, turning his shoulders and going. But he had many missed plays in the regular season for Memorial. Moved to right field, was a lot more confident out there, and sort of won his job back. For a while, it was Chris Rodriguez coming off the bench and playing right field for, I think, maybe a game or two in the middle of the year, and Will won his spot back, I believe, in the Dover game. And he's played spectacular center field for Sweeney. It only makes a kid more valuable when you can play a really elite center field. You can watch guys, even in Major League Baseball, can't hit the ball at all, but can play really good center field, and they make a career out of it. That one popped out of play there by another Bedford pinch hitter. This is Brady Sirocco. 2 outs here in the top of the third and a 10-0 lead for Bedford. Shipe throws one over and it's fouled back. The future of Memorial Baseball is going to be a big question mark in Pat Landrosch's 3rd year next year without big seniors like myself, Ben, Isaiah, Matt, Lennox leaving the program. We know some of you follow the Memorial Baseball team here on Channel 16. That I was lucky to be a part of. That's a 2-2 count now, as that one looked good. Shipe didn't get the call. But they got some future here in the lineup. They had Alex in the game. He came out. They also have Isaac Vachon at third. Into the right center gap, coming in Pierre Mendez. He'll make the grab. Nice running catch there from Pierre. No damage this inning. Shipe keeps him off the scoreboard. It remains 10-0. Bottom of the third, here's Joe Allard. He'll come up to bat. He'll lead off the bottom of the third inning here against O'Connor. Swing and a miss. 4 strike 1. We were lucky to have some Sweeney coaches here with Nick Preventure, Connor Lyons, and Nick Sullivan to start this game. It was great to have them with us. Here is Allard. The 0-1 will miss. Allard got shelled. Nothing else to say about it. Bedford just crushed the ball off of him, but he's looking to make up for it here at bat. They threw at him, and he jumps out of the way. Bedford is a team with many bats, and they made Sweeney pay with 9 hits and 10 runs. Shipe allowed just 1 walk in his inning of clean work. Two-two. Here's the pitch. Allard will take ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes. Crowley's pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. He gets him out, and there's 2 away. There's 1 away, rather, as the scoreboard was a little bit early. Oh, we got some planes coming in. Can I get the camera on them? Is the question. Yes, I can. Look at that. Beautiful sight to see here at Gill Stadium. I think those are military planes. That's a ball thrown here to Lennox Labiosa, who was the catcher and moved to second base. I didn't quite catch who the catcher was last inning. I probably should have looked at that. Oh, they put Joe back in to catch. That's right. Swing and a miss from Lennox. It's 1-1. I believe Big Alex Rodriguez is warming up in the mound to pitch. That'd be interesting. He rarely threw in the games I have played with him. That's a strike to Lennox, right in the corner. Been a quiet day for the Sweeney offense. They have done practically nothing. Only 1 hit and 1 walk. Two-two. Cut on and missed. 4 strike 3, and that's out number 2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, 10-0 ball game. This brings up Chris Elkins. He'll take strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two. Another cut and a miss from Elkins for strike three, and that'll end the third. Bedford continues to hold on to their 10-0 lead. Top of the fourth, it'll be Oster who will lead things off for Bedford. Shipe stays on the mound for Sweeney. It's been a long day here for Sweeney Post. They have been quite unsuccessful with the bat, having just one hit all day. And they have not been successful on the mound either, surrendering a total of 20 runs today. Brendan Shipe on the mound, nobody out here for Sweeney. That one hit well. Into right, Mendez will make the grab for out number one. Here's Maddox Turk. Comes to the plate with one out. I do believe the mercy would kick in if Sweeney doesn't score after the fourth. First pitch strike there from Shipe. A little breaking ball over the plate. Former Goffstown Grizzly against the former Memorial Crusader, although Shipe attended the National Academy of Science and Design. And if that sounds nerdy, it's because it is. He attended Hogwarts is what I like to joke to him about. Great friend of mine, Brendan Shipe. Here's the 0-2 pitch from him. Off the plate to Turk. Shipe is now a rugby player at St. Anselm College, which I think is pretty cool. On the ground right side, Elkins will make the play for out number two. Turk grounds out to first, and Shipe gets another out. Well, they may not need to go to any other pitching. I believe Shipe will be able to get them through the rest of this game. But this has been a day, a doubleheader to forget here if you're Sweeney. Unable to hit the baseball at all. We'll see if they continue to not get any hits into the bottom of the fourth. I don't know if it would be considered a no-no because this game's not going 7 innings. That's fouled right back off the bat of number 40, whom I don't believe has gotten an at-bat today. We'll check that out. That's a ball. This is Charlie Crawford, my apologies. 1 and 2 here to the Alvern quarterback. He's roped over the glove of Vashon and into left field for a 2-out single. He turns the corner and wants two. He will take it. A stand-up double for Charlie Crawford. Me and Tom Bazoin were in this booth calling Charlie Crawford and the Alvern Broncos against the the Manchester Central Little Green last September, which feels like it was almost a year ago because it was. That'll miss. This is Will Smith. On the ground to short. Oh, and Isaiah botched it. It rolls into left center, scoring a run. It's 11-0. Wow. Bedford just won't quit. Meteorologist Kyle Heavey has informed me of an impending thunderstorm. I hope he's listening. And you heard me call him a meteorologist because he'll laugh at it. First pitch from Shipe, swing and a miss. Here to Ryan O'Connor. 11-0 the score. Shipe trying to get out of the inning. Back to Isaiah. Will he make this play? Yes, he will, and that will do it for the top of the fourth. 11-0 the score. Bedford adds on to an already impressive offensive day. In what I believe to be the final inning of the game, Tim Evans will lead off for Sweeney. It's 11-0 lead for Bedford, looking to put the final touches on a dominant day for Post 54 on July 17th. Bottom of the fourth will begin. Here's Tim Evans. First pitch from O'Connor. Outside for ball one. Sweeney is going to face a tough rest of the day. And I don't know what it'll be like for them coming out and getting walloped like this, 21-0 in 2 games. You got to go home after that. How you're going to feel is going to be not great. That one roped down the line. Long run, but nobody going to get there. It's a foul ball. Lights are on here at Gill, the lower ones, I believe. Oh, no, they're all on. But I did hear, and I brought it up last inning, that there may be thunderstorms in the area. But this game's wrapping up shortly, so I don't think it'll hurt anybody. That's up high. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. 11-0 lead for Bedford. I've been here all day. I'm Zach Johnson. It's been a pleasure to be with you. Tipped into the mitt for strike 2. It's been just me, man in the camera. We had some special guests, coaches Connor Lyons, Nick Preventure, Nick Sullivan up here. It was great to be with them. Thanks, Kyle and Andrew, for letting me have a day to myself. Grounded over to first. That's Turk for out number 1. Evans goes down to the ground out. Hasn't been Sweeney's best day. However, it's still been fun coming out here, calling the game I love and the game that I kind of dedicate all my time to. Here's Boylan. He's up with 1 out. I mean, I'll appreciate every opportunity I get to be able to work in baseball, play baseball, coach baseball. It's the best. Here's a 1 out, 1-0 pitch to Boylan. Up the middle. Oh, what a play by Crowley! Gold Glove level! Two outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Boylan got robbed by Carter Crowley. He made a spectacular play. And I know when I see this on YouTube, I'm gonna go to the end of the game and find that clip, because that was an excellent play from Carter Crowley. 2 outs. Can Mr. Extender keep this going? Isaiah Solis takes first pitch outside for ball 1. Ryan O'Connor has dominated Sweeney today. Up high. Storm clouds coming in. 2 balls, no strikes. On the ground to Crowley, looking to wrap this one up. And that'll do it. 4 out number 3. Sweeney unable to score any runs. And they still don't know if that's the run rule. The players aren't going onto the field. I'm waiting for the players to go back out. I believe it is 10 after 5. So stick around for one more inning. The new pitcher for Sweeney is Alex Rodriguez, the big one, the left fielder, will take the mound for Sweeney Post. 11-0 is the score. And the mercy rule is 10 after 5, not 4. First pitch will be high for ball 1. We'll turn off the outside mic as the motorcycles will rumble away. Foul ball. Right back. Nobody out. A-Rod's 1-1. Alex was the quarterback of my flag football team. And I think he's the, alongside him and Brendan Scheip were on the team as well. It was pretty much the Memorial baseball team ran by my dad against other schools' football teams in a flag football division. We got crushed every game. We won once, but most of the time was us getting crushed. This is Stewart, who pitched an absolute gem in game 1. Only giving up 1 hit. Carter Stewart gets a chance to hit here in this game. 3-1 from Alex. Not close for ball 4. Got a feeling this inning's going to go a while. Nobody out for Sweeney, or nobody out for Bedford. Apologies. This is Papik back up to bat. He swings at the first pitch and flies one in the air into left field, tracked down and caught by Tim Evans for out number 1. One out. Sweeney is on the verge of losing 21-0 in this doubleheader. But if you put both games together, Alex throws behind the runner. The runner will advance. This is going to be hard to bounce back from if you're Sweeney. A game like this. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0. I got to give it to Joe Allard after starting this game and getting hit hard by Bedford. Is now back there catching. Tough kid. You know, his old coach Sully, who was up here, said that he never complains. Wow, he swung at that. This is DJ Levesque. He swung at that. Pitch that was not a strike. Here's a 2-1. That one up high, and it's 3-1. Alex unable to really throw anything competitive. Kind of got given a gift. If Alex starts walking people, I'm putting in another pitcher. Ooh. Alex got the call. Here's the 3-2 coming. One a little high, but if you leave the strike zone, the zone gets a lot bigger. That's, you know, more applied to younger kids. That's a good pitch. It's tapped right back to the mound. Alex will make the throw to first. Oh, he couldn't catch it! Elkins dropped the ball. The run will score. He's trying to get to third. Levesque will get there. I don't know why I've been calling him Levesque. His name is DJ Tebow. That's my apologies. I was mixing him up with another player. My apologies. Tim Evans is going to go to first. Chris Elkins is going to come on the mound. They're going to warm up, and we'll be right back. My apologies on DJ Tebow. I called him the wrong name, but DJ Tebow was able to ground one back to the pitcher and get all the way to third. So congrats to him. Chris Elkins will warm up. We'll be right back. 11-0 Bedford. Correction, it's now 12-0. 12-0 Bedford. Be right back. Chris Elkins now on the mound for Sweeney. First pitch, strike. And he starts the new Bedford batter with a strike. This is Sirocco. 1 out, 12-0 Bedford. Runner on third. And that is DJ Tebow. Elkins missed the throw from the pitcher, Alex Rodriguez, which led to Tebow getting to third. And he'll now take the mound. And that's a strike here on Sirocco. 2 strikes on the batter. Elkins ready with the 1-2. The young lefty. Here's the pitch. On the ground to short. That'll bring in a run. And bobbled. Boylan's throw not in time. Rough. Isaiah taken out. I don't know if he's still here. I don't know if they just wanted Boylan at short or if Isaiah left, but Isaiah is no longer here. I do see him in the dugout. One out. Hit to center. That's Sloper moving in. He can't get there. That'll drop for a base hit. Skip out of his glove. And keep this going. The never-ending game. Watch Sweeney come up and send this into the 6th by scoring 4 runs. Or 5 runs. Wouldn't that be a mess? I think I would find that funny. There's a thunderstorm coming that would kick us out immediately if that would happen, but look at these ominous clouds coming in over the city of Manchester. First pitch is a Maddox Turk swing and a miss. Lights are on here at Gill. 13-0 lead for Bedford. They're looking to add more with 1 out. Maddox Turk with a fly ball back behind us. Hitting the fences. 0-2 to Maddox Turk with 1 out. Chris Elkins looking to wrap this up. Big swing and a miss. He puts down Turk. Charlie Crawford will come up with 2 outs and look to finally end this long inning. Bedford able to make it 13-0 here in the 5th. I think this should have been over after 4. The rule is in Legion Ball. Oh, he hit the scoreboard! Charlie Crawford off the green. This is not Dodger films. You don't get a home run out of it, but that is a pretty cool thing. Charlie Crawford, big, strong human being, just smashed the Gill Stadium scoreboard. It would be cooler if it was in play and it was a home run. This game ain't done yet. It'll roll down the line. Crawford will bring in another run. Vashon can't make the play third, and this has just been an absolutely sloppy defensive performance from Sweeney. So bad that they can't get out of this top of the 5th inning. Here's Carter Crowley. Second and third and 2 outs for the leadoff hitting shortstop. That's strike 1. This is not Carter Crowley. This is Will Smith. That's my apologies. I saw the 4 as the second digit and assumed it was 34, not 64. This is the catcher, Will Smith. Done a good job behind the plate here in Game 2. Sweeney has not scored a run all day. The entire pitching staff of this Bedford team has been great. Elkins couldn't make that play in the mound. Boylan collects, throws in time for out number 3. 14-0. This will be the last half inning of this game. We'll be right back. Alex Rodriguez, here he is. First pitch will miss to Alex. Lefty-lefty matchup facing off against Ryan O'Connor. That one just missed. We'll give you another look at the storm coming in. These are the clouds we're looking at here up top at Gill Stadium. Nice looking storm clouds, I will say, as a cloud enthusiast. That's a strike. I remember learning about clouds in like 2nd grade. And I don't remember anything about them. I remember the names of some of them, like stratus and cumulonimbus. They taught me that in 2nd grade, but I don't know how to do taxes. So there's that. 2-2. They should have taught me how to change a tire when I was in 2nd grade. Here's the 2-2. That one floated foul. Long run. But no one's catching that. Not even Sirocco. We did see Solis make some good plays at 3rd and foul territory for Memorial. Always willing to go for a foul ball. I made a sliding catch foul territory, although I had the glove turned the wrong way. And then I made the same mistake, and I did not catch it. So it's a good example of doing something incorrectly correctly and not knowing that I'm doing something wrong. And that happens in baseball a lot, where you could have a bad mechanical swing and still hit the ball well just because of luck. You know, you just get good pitches to hit. 2-2. He finally puts it in play. Maddox will... Oh, he's safe! Maddox could not win the foot race. Alex with some great hustle down that line in a 14-0 ball game where some players are in shorts. Big Alex is hustling it out. Isaac Vashon will hit. Jaden Rodriguez is on deck. We saw some players putting their baseball pants back on and some of them taking them off. This is just summer ball. However, some coaches are different. I've never been a personal fan of taking my uniform off as the game's still going, but, you know, this is summer relaxed baseball, and it's 14-0, so if kids are in shorts in the dugout, it's not really hurting them because they're already down by 14, so 14-0 is the score. 0-2 to Vashon. Alex got picked off. Play at second. He's safe. Something to celebrate, as that's not Patrick Mahomes in the dugout. It's Brendan Shipe being Brendan Shipe. We love Brendan Shipe around here. But he has drawn a resemblance voice-wise to Patrick Mahomes, Kermit the Frog, and others. 0-2 pitch. Tap foul by Vashon, and Isaiah will make the play coaching third. So, starting this year as a third base coach for my travel team, I was not prepared for the amount of hard foul balls that these kids will scorch down the line with their $400 bats because they're super early on the ball. I have taken one off the leg because I was unprepared. I shortly moved myself back off of coaching the bases. Not for that reason, not because I am scared of the ball, but more just because kids are getting out and I'm way too aggressive. 1-2. I'll tell that story a lot, how I had to take myself off third. Next team I coach, though, if they're older, I'll be back at third base. Over the zone for strike 3. He goes down looking as the police are turning that way, so I was going to track him down the road, but he actually turned. I don't know if it's raining. If we open the window, maybe we'll be able to tell if it's raining or not, but the windows are closed. Rodriguez up the middle. Crowley with another great play. Sweeney looking for their first run of the day. He's 90 feet away with 2 outs. We will wrap things up here as soon as the third out is made. I'd like to give special thanks to coaches Nick Sullivan, Connor Lyons, and Nick Preventure for spending time with me today. Also, Executive Director of Manchester Public Television, Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr, and Operations Assistants Kyle Heavey and Brendan McCormick for making this all possible. But not a great day for Sweeney. They get crushed in both games, and they lose by a combined total of 24-0 to the number 1 team in their division, Bedford Post 54, continuing to look for the championship. Down to their last strike. Fouled away by Rodriguez. He won't go down without a fight, I will say. It's hard to get some of these guys out when they're in that fighting competitive mode, but Sweeney never had it today. They were never in it at all. It felt like after maybe the first 2 batters with Joe Aller down the mound in game 2, it felt different. That's ball 1. But maybe for an inning or 2 of game 2 that we felt like things were different. But as soon as the coaches came in, that inning unraveled. And Sweeney never caught up and did not score a run. Game over. Bedford with a dominant day. They win 14-0. I'd like to thank you for tuning in on this long day of my solo coverage of Sweeney baseball. They lose 10-0 in game 1 and 14-0 in game 2. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you again next time here on Channel 16. I'm Zach Johnston signing off. Have a great night.